Hey, um, so I recently volunteered at a food bank. It wasn't like serving food or anything like that. It was fantastic. It was very enjoyable. It made me feel incredibly grateful for my life. I went with my bestie and my grandma as well, which is kind of funny. Um, there was, I want to say, about 50 volunteers there. 3 of them were from businesses like Cox Communications. We were pretty much packing what they call emergency food boxes. So apparently they pass out, I want to say 60,000 during the holiday months, and then normally only 40,000 during a non-holiday month. That day that we volunteered, we packed over 3,000 boxes. It was very eye-opening to see what they considered, I guess, proper food that would cover all the food pyramid, all the food groups, and the I don't know how many boxes it was. Well, so in many of the boxes, we put shelf-stabilized milk. I think that's what it's called. But that ended up running out, which made me very sad. We also put in 5 different cans of food. So applesauce, refried beans, another canned fruit, and then I think 2 things of like tomato sauce. We also put in a package of spaghetti, a package of rice, and a jar of peanut butter. I think that they were also passing out turkeys as well, but I'm not quite sure if that's the case. That's what I've heard. I was in the position of quality assurance. My bestie did that while my grandma actually put the boxes together. We were on a conveyor line, one of the roller ones. You'd slide the boxes down, and so I would look in and make sure that the right amount of food was in each box. It was upsetting. I'm getting emotional right now. I take for granted that I have food and then I can go out and I have the money to go out and buy food. I have a car. I have a car to drive to go get food. I have gas in the house to cook food. I have electricity in my home in order to make food. I have a fridge to keep food cold. And seeing these sorry. Seeing these boxes of food, and just these boxes, I told you what was in it. A thing of milk, which again we ran out of. 5 cans of food, a thing of spaghetti, a thing of rice, and peanut butter that's supposed to feed a family of 4 for 3 days. And so it was like, I was really sad afterwards, and I talked to my grandma, my bestie, about it, and I was like, how? Like, how is that possible to be able to feed a family of 4 for 3 days on this food, and they're trying to tell me that it's probably supplemented by other food, but I know that there's families out there that survive on only that food, and that it makes me so sad. I did end up finding out that one of the Feeding America, which I donate to every single month, it comes out of my bank account every month, they support the food bank that I volunteered for. So I thought that was really interesting. I was like, oh, this is like food that I paid for, and I'm actually getting to box it up for people to use. So I was like, oh, that was pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, sorry guys. It was the group of people that I was around, like, we didn't really talk too much, but it was perfect because it was such like a meditative experience for me. And oh my gosh, once we got on a roll, we were going so fast with the boxes. It was so great. And it's funny because I would get kind of annoyed when we would start slowing down, because we had 2 people that were kind of holding up the line for a little bit. And they weren't old people, these were younger people that were holding up the line. And I was getting irritated, and you just wanted to go over to them and be like, can you not hold up the line? You do realize that the more boxes we pack, the more people are gonna get fed. But I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. I just kind of simmered there for a while. But yeah, no, it was such a fantastic experience. It really was. Before we even got to the warehouse where they did the packing of the boxes, there was, they were having a distribution day where they were handing out the food, and so I got to see a lot of the people who needed that food receiving it, and that was pretty amazing too. But it was still kind of saddening to see, you know, like the older people that were receiving the food and like hauling it over to the bus stop, and like knowing that they have to carry all that food back home with them on public transportation, which, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like look down on that or anything, but for older people, like, there was this one older lady that was crossing in the middle of the street and she couldn't carry her bag. And so I was gonna stop, but this other guy ran over and he grabbed it for her and helped her across the street. I've been talking about it pretty much every single day since I did it, and that was like 3 days ago. I've volunteered before. I haven't volunteered in a while, but I've never done anything like this, and it's seriously, volunteering is like one of the most gratifying experiences you will ever have. Just being able to give back. Sorry, I'm really like not trying to get all weepy. Just being able to give back, like, it puts so much joy and meaning into your heart. So I highly suggest it. If you have time to volunteer, go out and volunteer. I, for one, am going to be doing a lot more volunteering. So, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Alright, bye.